Good morning, I'm back at Aquella starting from the first today. We know three things. Number one, the greens aren't as fast as they look and I found it difficult to read the up and down grain. Second thing, it's got more water than Venice, and the third thing, well, I'll tell you the third thing later. Well, here we go, starting from the first. If you remember last time, I sliced in the lake on the right. I had an 8. I think I can beat an 8 on this round. That would be a good start. Thanks to the way they stake their trees round here, this was my nearest point of relief. Oh. Wasted. We go driving range. Not what you'd call a good start, eh? Now this may look grey and cloudy and, oh, you're supposed to be on holiday playing in the sunshine. This is perfect for golf. Probably only going to top about 28 degrees today. Humidity is pretty low. Got a decent caddy. I just feel sorry for her because she's got a bad golfer. Well, as you can see from my footprints, there's an awful lot of sand in these bunkers, and I always think the best way is to give it a big swipe and move a lot of sand. Oh, good grief. Well, I suppose I did beat my 8. This is the second time I've come up short on this little par 3. Just not striking the ball well enough. But I've got a great caddy today, so I've got every chance of doing a lot better.
Yeah. Your pitching is very well.
Well, the third thing I was going to tell you is quite simply this. I've seen the course. I can see where the hazards are. Quite simply, yeah, we needed that off number 1. This is go hard or go home. Going to be playing a lot more aggressively today. Taking advantage of the short holes. What was I last time? 10 over?
On the fairway.
On the fairway. Okay, thank you. Well, I'm going to do a lot better than 10 over. One way or another.
Let's go. Let's go.
Very well. Oh my god. Wow.
4 holes gone, and we're back to where we started, at level par.
Oh
Oh, not left again. Simon! Well, I can't believe I did it again, down into that grass. So another penalty drop. Gotta try and make a bogey.
Simon, what are you doing?
Yeah, we're not going to make a bogey off that shot. Golf is the weirdest game ever. A mixture of complete rubbish and pure brilliance. Yeah, the outside left. One day I might actually crack it. Go to number 6. Now, even though it's 405, I'm hitting 3 wood. Quite simply, there is water down the left.
Yeah, no left. Big right instead.
So we might as well shove it down the right. And a 5 wood. It's surprising the difference that a good caddy makes to your score. Giving you line and speed, even when you're as little talented as me. But it's these that saves your game.
Come, cat.
And you've got to thank the caddy for that. You know, I've been looking through my scores. How many of these 8 to 10 footers go in because of the caddy? Now, I know a lot of people in the comments have said, oh, I don't want a caddy, I don't want someone fussing over me, I don't need anyone telling me how to play golf. I can assure you, on grainy greens that you can't read because you've come out of Northern Europe, without a caddy, you don't get these. Now, I had a 2 here last time from about a foot. What can I do this time?
Let's go.
Well, go hard or go home. Round to the 9th, I'm hitting driver this time instead of the 3 wood. And I'm taking on the corner a little bit. Sound has gone again. Good old microphone. And a very, very sloppy 6-iron. This is horrid. On the downslope, only just popped out of its pitch mark. One of the reasons why I try very hard to avoid bunkers is because I'm not that good out of them. I always find it's better to avoid them than go in them. Oh, good grief. And we're round to 10. This little dogleg to the right, tree in the middle of the fairway. Again, it's a much more aggressive line.
Wow.
Over.
Perfect shot. It's the perfect shot.
And a much better line into the green, and the flag is back left this time.
Oh, not enough. Go, go. Oh. That's not the place to leave it.
Yeah, you're right, Simon. You don't want to leave it up there. Now, you don't get every putt correct.
Go on. Go on.
That just didn't swing in for us.
Not. A little bit slow.
Okay, let's get this one. This is it. But again, it's the instructions from the caddy that make finishing off so easy. I cannot begin to express how many shots I save on grainy greens with a good caddy.
Go in. Yeah, yes, nice par. Okay.
Out to the ocean. Stuck it to, what, about 12 feet last time. Maybe a bit closer. Let's see what we can do this time. Got a chance? It's funny, I do a lot of practice with my 7-iron. That's why I tend to knock it close. Oh, that was a shame. We just didn't quite get the line. Or I pushed it too far right, I think. But I'm not leaving this green until I've had a second look at this. Onto the 12 stroke index 1. Water all the way down the right. Oh, a little left. Just for a change, I hit a tiny little draw instead of the fade. There's a question of being safe, really. I don't have a lot of follow through here, and I assure you in Thailand, you don't want to follow through. Oh, a little right. You know, all of these putts add up to your score. You miss them all, the score's going to be awful.
Yes, good bogey.
With a good caddy, well, you can make them. Only a 6-iron this time.
Oh, right.
The flag's in a, well, it looks like a fairly friendly position until we actually get on the green.
It's okay, but...
And then we see it isn't a friendly position. Just where the caddy stood, there's quite a big lump. So I'm looking, she's giving me a line, I'm looking at it thinking, well, surely as soon as it loses speed over that lump, it's going to turn left right on the screen quite viciously. So we've picked a line between us. Sure enough, just where the caddy was standing, whatever, it didn't half heave off to the left.
And then from here it goes shoom.
I like to understand things. I like to understand what the caddy's telling me and why. Par 5, forget the 3-wood. I'm going driver this time. We're not going in that bunker.
A little bit right.
And forget the 3 hybrid. We're going 3-wood. We're going to get down there as close as we can. We just got to slide it round this tree. And around we go. Doesn't go very far. I'm really not striking the 3-wood off the deck very well at all. Or perhaps I'm getting very little run. See, the fairway was dark, so that landed into the grain. It wouldn't have run anywhere. And again, you know, good caddy, tap in. Now, this is funny because I wanted 3-wood and she said hit driver. I said okay, let's hit driver just for a laugh. Score's going well. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Right again.
Yeah, we're in the trees again. But this is easy. There's nothing really between me and the flag. It's just going to hook a lot with loft in my hand.
I knew it would go left. Didn't know it was going to go that way.
But we'll make a par.
Take driver.
I know it looked it on screen, but the the flight of that gap wedge was never going to touch any of those trees. It was more open than it looked on screen. Another great line from the caddy.
Nearly.
I mean, you can't get them all. It's just not possible. And this shortened par 4. Yeah, the back tee's at about 433 and it's just too long for a white tee. That's why they've moved it up here. And one of my favourite shots. This is a gap wedge driven low with a lot of side spin.
Let's go.
The final par 5, the line is the 2 bunkers down the left. Last time I hit it out into the fairway, this time I'm going to try and keep it a bit tighter to those bunkers. And then a 5-wood over the bunkers. You can't see the green from here. It's just a question of position. And that's a awful position.
That's okay.
Although I can see the green, which I couldn't last time, so perhaps it's not an awful position. But we're still going hard. Or go home. I'm not saying a word at the moment. Best thing not to. At least my caddy isn't saying a word either. I think one of my previous rounds, I think it was after about 4 holes when I was 1 under gross and he started adding up the score and I said, shush, don't talk about the score, the gods will come and take it away. What an amazing golf course this is. I think you just need to have maybe 3 rounds here to get a feel of where you're going, and that the greens are they're just a little bit slower than they look. They look fantastic, but they putt a little bit slow. The final hole, 3-wood. I'm definitely not aiming down the fairway this time. I'm going over the corner, over the bunkers. It's a much better line and a much shorter shot into the green. Although I don't know how far it is because the sound went again. And shot tracer wouldn't work. And we've dunked it in the bunker. What a horrible, horrible place to be.
Oh, another shank.